back here at home, New Village Arts' first play of the season is expected to be nothing short of electric, but problematic, we hear. What could possibly go wrong with creating an elementary school Thanksgiving play, right? Well, this production is going to show us.
Are they going to be okay? It premieres this weekend. It's taking over the heart of Carlsbad Village. And joining us now live in studio is Christiane Kerner and Olivia Pence of the New Village Arts. They're here to talk to us about the season opener, the Thanksgiving play. I'm a little nervous about what you guys are going to tell us now after hearing that introduction. So it is the season opener. Why did you pick this one?
So what we love about this play, first of all, it's the first play that was on Broadway written by a Native American woman. So Larissa Fasthorse wrote this play, and it really looks at kind of, the Thanksgiving pageants that we all kind of grew up with, but it looks at it through a Native American lens. But it's still for white teaching artists trying their best to do this production, and things just don't go very well. But we have some of the best comedians in San Diego. It is a very broad, very funny comedy that also makes you think, and makes you think about what your own experiences with the holidays have been.
And do you know what inspired this play?
I think, one of the things that I've read from Larissa Fasthorse is that she really wanted to see more Native American representation in the theater. And she thought, well, one of the good ways I can do that is to really kind of address this particular topic. And she was right, because it played on Broadway really successfully with all kinds of Hollywood stars. And it's just a very funny, but also that meaningfulness to the play that's really special.
Is this a dress rehearsal or something that we're looking at right here?
This is just a regular rehearsal,
okay,
yeah.
I don't see any turkey in this here.
All the turkeys.
Okay, so this is kind of give us a sneak peek here at what this play is about, I guess.
Yeah, so these are these teaching artists who are working really hard to be able to create this show. Right now, they're pretending like they're enjoying the first Thanksgiving dinner. As you can see, they may not be the best actors in the world, and that's part of the humor and part of the comedy of it.
Yeah. Our four actors, they're so incredible. We've brought together some NBA favorites and two members of our cast that just joined us last year with our production of 39 Steps. They're all together. The cast is phenomenal, and they put together something really important together.
So tell us about New Village Arts. Who's behind all of this? What age group? What is this all about?
Yeah, sure. I'm the founder and executive artistic director. So we've been around for 23 years, and we've been serving, adventurous artistic experiences in Carlsbad that whole time. We have a fantastic group of people working with us, and this kind of kicks off the holiday season for us, because even after this very silly, very fun Thanksgiving play, then we go into the holidays with Miracle on 34th Street, a musical radio adaptation that Olivia is the star of.
Amazing.
So we get to celebrate the holidays for the rest of the year in Carlsbad.
So, let's talk about these shows in general, but who are they geared toward? Is it family friendly, some of these? Maybe some of the materials adult oriented? I don't know.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
I would say they're definitely geared towards everyone. We find something for everyone. Thanksgiving play is so funny. You can find something for everyone. There's a joke for any type of person. But then Miracle on 34th Street, it brings that classic Hollywood or classic Christmas holiday story to the stage in a really fun musical way. And then after that, we're putting on two other really incredible productions this season in 2025 that I'm sure we'll get to talk about soon as well.
Yeah. From your guys' expertise, what night is the best night to come out and watch a play? Is it opening night, closing night, somewhere in between?
Yeah, opening night is so exciting because it's when the whole community comes together and there's a party-like atmosphere to the experience, so that's always really fun. Sometimes seeing a show later in the run, you see this where the actors have really settled in, so that can be fun too, to come a little later in the run. But honestly, it kind of depends on what works for you. Matinees have been really popular since COVID. Like, people really like to be able to get home at night. So
yeah,
sounds like you need to go to both.
Yeah.
You need to go
We're running out of time, but we want to know how the details here, so I think we may have those for us. So talk about that. Here we go. This is the run for the Thanksgiving play. Go ahead, take it away.
Yes, so it runs from October 4th to November 3rd, and our opening night is on October 12th. At the D. Hurston New Village Arts Center, right in the heart of Carlsbad Village. There are incredible restaurants right around, so you can make dinner and a show. It'll be a fantastic evening.
And tickets are still available, I take it?
Yes, please come on by.
We have more information about all of that on our website at fox5sandiego.com. Just go there and click on the Scene On tab. Ladies, thank you so much, and as we say, break a turkey leg.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thank you very much.